Hey, what's going on, crypto people? It is the Crypto Siege with another day in the life and the crazy life. Digital asset space. What is going on, guys? Yes, it is Generational Wealth Wednesdays. I hope you guys are doing Generational Wealth Wednesday. Hope you guys are doing outstanding. Good to see you. Hope the day has been awesome. Hope the market has been kind to you. Rob, what's going on? What's up? What's up, Rob? Who's you, CEO? It's Wednesdays, my dude. Good to see you, my friend. But the Bulls out is in the building. What's going on? What's up, TJ Jackson? Yeah, try not to. I'm gonna go over these LLCs a little bit about the S Corp. XRP Gal, I believe it was, reached out and asked if I would talk and share a little bit about that. And this is really primarily for her. I will be the first to say that I am learning this the same way that you are learning. I am certainly not the expert to LLCs, whether or not you choose to be an S corp or just stay with the regular LLC. I'm learning that just like the rest of us for sure. But I did want to cover it. We are in the process of doing an LLC, and I don't know, we're probably 2/3 of the way through. Still trying to figure out for ourselves. Ultimately, if we want to be member, how we want to. Got some kind of nuances that we have to kind of figure out. So, I do not claim at all to be the expert in this least bit. I certainly will go over some stuff that I've learned, and also definitely recommend a book to you guys. Want to check out and learn and do your own homework, your due diligence about it as well. Hopefully, she's going to be in because this is really what's I kind of did this at her request. So hopefully she will be here. M. Ant is in the building. What's going on? Good to see you, M. Ant. Big hugs from Portugal. Appreciate that. See you. DMAC is in the building. Good evening, Siege. Good evening to you, DMAC. M. Ant said, I got my like on the way in. How about that, guys? M. Ant smashed the like on the way in. D. Denge, what's up, bro? What is going on, my brother? When we go to the moon with XRP, I really want to retire by September. Gotcha. I'm going to need your help finding a good financial advisor that won't rob me. Haha. Yeah, I know. I hear you, my friend. I had the estate planner return an email. There was an introductory email. I responded to the introductory email. Responded back. So on the 7th, I have to get back to him. Trying to match calendars now. I'll definitely let you know how that goes, guys. When Mullet is in the building, what's up? What's up with you? I don't know. Did they do the halving today? Did Bitcoin Cash do their halving? I'm not sure. 16 crypto. Darcy B. What's going on, Darcy B? Good to see you. Well, Mullet, she XRP Gal had reached out about this particular topic or subject for Wealth Wednesdays, the LLC S Corp. And S Corp is really not really, it's not essentially a business structure. It's really more of a tax classification. So basically, you do the LLC and then you decide if you're going to do a single member LLC, multiple member LLC, multi-member. Then you decide, because you can do an S Corp tax classification, or you can do the regular LLC, which I believe is called a disregard entity. I'm going to go over some stuff that I laid out just pretty much from taking some notes that I remember and see if that will help. Legendary is in the building. What's going on? I believe they did 1/2 today. Gotcha. Yeah. Yeah, I'm thinking the same thing too. Hoping that she'll get a chance to join in, hop on in. Interesting day today in the market. So we didn't get I don't think Tuesday was a red day. Anybody think yesterday was a red day? So we didn't get the red day that that Bit Hayes had suggested it was going to get. So, yep, absolutely. I don't pay much attention to that rumor, Marwan. I did see it. I don't think that is the case. I can tell you on Twitter, things like that have been thrown out, more than once, about someone trying to acquire Ripple. So I don't think that's going to happen. I think Ripple knows that they're going to be a behemoth unto themselves. So the idea of an acquisition right now, I don't see it to be plausible. I really don't see that to be plausible at all. So, guys, LLCs, S corps, I don't know. No dip to touch was nothing. Yeah, yeah. So Tuesday wasn't really a red day at all. Not at all, at all, at all. So one of the books that I've used to kind of do my own homework and do my due diligence on LLCs. But first, let's see what's going on in the market first. Let's see what's going on. Let me go to my finance app. See what's going on in the market. Hello, C's. Glad to see you're alive. What's going on, Chi? What's going on? So Bitcoin is at $7,366. XRP is at 20 cents again. How about that? Bitcoin's at $46. Yeah, so that's interesting. Nothing really kind of going on. Zcash up 8%. Links up 20. Links up 15%. The usual kind of stuff. I should have got some link when I had some chance to get it under $2, huh? I added more link then, but I didn't do it. Link's going crazy, yeah. We'll let the bulls out. Does Chris Lawson want to sell a 10-year project to Bank of America when he is on HSBC board? Nah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too, who let the bulls out. Same thing. Guys, don't forget to smash the likes on the way in. If you didn't get a chance to do that, just collapse the chat real quick. Go smash that like button and come back and hang out. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So I don't, I'm not buying it. Hey, brother, how's the family? Hey, Martin, what's going on, man? Good to see you. Family's good, man. Family's really, really good. So the market's not doing too bad. So this LLC is a book that I've used to kind of do my own homework before we reached out to attorneys to start that process for our LLC. Is from the Rich Dad Group, and his name is Garrett Sutton, and it's how to use limited liability companies and limited partnerships, getting the most out of your legal structure. Rob says, I just added Tezos for the first time today. All right, good. That's outstanding. I enjoy some Tezos. Got a little bit of Tezos. In fact, I got to figure out what I got to do with what I'm going to do with this little bit of BTC that I have. I wonder. Business partners get on to recognize for something. Isn't that cool? So it's really, you got to kind of pick the entity. Starts out the subject, entity selection. Terms of taxation. That's really the difference. It's the LLC and then how you choose to tax. As an LLC can be taxed as an S corp, a limited partner, all these different things. So in terms of taxation, so proprietorship, general partnerships, S corps, LLC, and LPs are flow-through tax entities. This means that unlike C corporations, there is no tax at the entity level. I'm going to talk about distribution, employment tax, and income tax. Instead, all tax obligations flow through the entity to the individual's personal tax return. So that's kind of just the gist of it. And so she mentioned S corp. So we're going to talk about that a little bit. This is a great read, by the way, to help you kind of decide where you want to go, for us, definitely Deep Mind's in the building. Deep Mind is here. What's going on, Deep Mind? Good to see you, bro. Definitely the LLC initial single member, especially if you're someone who's used to filing either joint returns or head of household returns. You're kind of used to certain kind of write-offs. Single member LLC, if you feel like you're in a position now for protection, protecting the assets and keep things separate, and all the benefits that come from doing an LLC, the single member one is more than enough for my homework and my due diligence, my checking things out. So, what is an S corporation? Wow, an S corporation. Let me see something. I had it here. Yep. So it should be noted that a corporation with flow-through taxation features does exist. It's the S Corp, named after an IRS code section allowing it. It is a flow-through corporate entity by filing this particular form, which I've never filed, 2553, election by a small business corp. The corporation is not treated as a distinct entity for tax purposes. As a result, profits and losses flow to the shareholders as in a partnership. So while an S Corp is an entity of choice for certain small businesses, it does have some limits, as we discussed earlier, and I'm going to go over those limits as well. These limitations include the number of persons who could be shareholders, which that, remember, a prohibition against non-United States residents from being shareholders. Yep. Limited partnerships. Finally, an S corporation may have only one class of stock. Wow. Pretty good stuff. So that's kind of an idea. I don't know if I should go over the LLC. I think she just wanted to know more about S Corp. General partnerships, no good. Wait a minute, I had it here. Yeah, so let me go over my notes. I think I'm just going to do that. And we're going to talk about the different ones. So, Deep Dans, what's going on? Deep Mind, good to see you in the stream, man. Late to the stream. What's up, XRP family? We'll be lurking in the background. Smash that like on the way in. Rob says, trying to build a portfolio. Every time I buy something different, I always convert it. XRP drives me nuts. LOL. Welcome to the family, Rob, because I think that we all share that same predicament, if you will. You know, we all share the same predicaments when it comes to that. Peter Stedman, what's going on, Michael? Stephen, what's going on, my friend? Good to see you. Peter Voss is in here. Peter Voss, what's going on, my friend? Good to see you on the stream, Peter. What's going on, Peter Voss? Good to see you, brother. So let me go over a little bit of kind of the stuff that I took for notes down. Yeah, it's definitely going to go over some of the tax advantages too. So S Corp versus an LLC. S Corp is not a formal business structure. Very important to note. Okay, it is not a formal business structure. It's just I don't want to say just. It's a tax classification. Yeah, Peter, I love what you're doing, bro. Love what you're doing on Twitter, my friend. Appreciate you being here. And that's the important thing. It's not a business structure. It's a tax classification, right? So both an LLC and a corporation can choose to be taxed S Corp. And so I'm going to kind of go over the advantages and disadvantages of taxed and benefits, if you will, and with drawbacks of the old S Corp tax classification. Not for us. It's definitely not for us. Failure near H is in the building. What's going on, my friend? Good to see you. Guys, Peter Voss is in the building. LLC members So what have we got here? LLC. So there's the single member LLCs, limited liability company corporations, and multiple member LLCs. Okay. And again, either one of those you can choose to become S corp for tax purposes. LLC members are not employees. And so in tax terms, members are not paid salary. The members are not paid our salary. Members are paid in what they call distributions. XRP Joe is in the building. What's going on, XRP Joe? I smash the like on the way in. Happy Welcome Wednesday, XRP family. XRP Joe, good work on your channel, brother. Keep it up, my friend. Guys, if you haven't had a chance to check out XRP Joe on YouTube, go check out his channel, see what's going on. Go check him out, give him a sub. Eli's in the building. Hey, Eli. Hello, everyone. Sorry, late to the stream. No worries, brother. You're on time. So members are paid as in distributions. It's important to kind of note that as an LLC, paid in distributions, not salaries, right? So when an LLC chooses to be taxed as an S corp, it allows the members to now be paid a salary, okay, as well as a distribution, and that's what things kind of get tricky, because now you're adding another element of taxes as far as I'm concerned, right? So when an LLC chooses to be taxed as an S corp, it allows members to be paid a salary as well as distribution, okay? So in salaries and distributions in an S corp are taxed differently. Salary is taxed one way. Choose the S corp tax classification. And the distribution is paid different. They're taxed differently. Very, very important to note. You're welcome, XRPG. Brother? Miss anyone coming in? I don't think I missed anyone. I did not. So just to give you an idea of some of the restrictions for that S corps have, just kind of in a general, it's pretty much what I just read there, but no more than 100 shareholders. That S corp tax classification must be U.S. citizens or legal residents when it comes to shareholders. Private individuals only can hold shareholders. As only issue one type of stock, class of stock. So you can only issue one class of stock that way. Okay. Some benefits of an S corporation. I'm using benefits because if you're going to talk about the drawbacks, you got to talk about some benefits as well. Okay, so some benefits, if you will, S corp is well, first let me go over this. The single member LLC. Okay, when a single member LLC, one member owner, is the same thing. Generally, a member is the owner, right? So tax as a disregarded entity, okay, automatically defaults that. Single members, they default, that's their tax, disregarded entity. So they cannot be an employees. You pay income tax and employment tax, income tax and employment tax. A multi-member LLC defaults automatically to a partnership, which is what originally we did. And after doing more homework and research, we're gonna go to Plan B with that. So defaults is to tax is partnership. Income is distribution. Distributions get taxed employment tax and income tax. So employment tax and income tax in that multi-member LLC. Employment tax and income tax. So some of the benefits of the S corp is the members can now become employees. Members can become employees. So if you choose to do that and designate as an S corp, your members now can become employees. They get the salary and distribution. Strategies to that. That's why you really need a team to help you with the different strategies. And there is kind of a good number income wise after said and done want to use to say, well, S corp's a good idea. Well, you know what, S corp not so much of a good. So salary is subject to employee tax. The salary is subject to employee tax and income tax. Okay, that's right. And we haven't even gotten to the operating agreement yet. Deep mind, you're right about that. I didn't even take any notes on that actually. Right, so distribution is subject to income tax. Right, so you got salary is subject to employee tax and income tax. 2 taxes for salary. The distribution is only subject to income tax, right? And that's where where you cross the line to me ultimately a benefit, because it's only subject to that distribution is subject only to income tax. We're going to talk about reasonable salaries here as well, what that looks like, sounds like. Yeah. After doing my homework, I'm going to give you my thoughts on it and on that old S corp tax classification. So it saves you from paying employment tax on distributions. Those are just a couple of the benefits. S corp. Deep Mind says, tip number 2, understand the importance of a thorough operating agreement. Crypto Don Juan, what's up? What's up? What's up? See you. Deep Mind, tip number 1. Okay, there it is. Deep Mind says, always bear in mind, deciding on the right structure should also include estate planning. Absolutely. It certainly should. Absolutely. By the way, I did read. That guy did. Your guy did reach back out to me. So now it's just a matter of matching calendars, so that we can have a couple of conversations, see where it leads, my friend. So those are the kind of a little bit on the benefit side. Okay, so the members can become employees, right? Members can become employees now. Okay, salary is subject to employee tax and income tax, right? Because employee, now you can do salary and distribution. The distribution is only subject to income tax. Okay, so it saves you from paying employment tax on distribution. And it's a strategy, if you will. I don't know if it's a strategy, but it's something that you want to walk through and talk through with someone very, very experienced in that, to see whether or not ultimately it's even worth doing this whole S corp classification. That's in the end, that's what it's about. So here's some of the drawbacks. The S corp. This thing called reasonable salary. Okay, a reasonable salary. This is something that you have to choose. Reasonable salary, right? The challenge with this, when you're doing this and you decide on this reasonable salary, it's like a ding, 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 ding for the IRS, because they're really, really looking into this quote unquote reasonable salaries. And for me, that the whole let sleeping dogs lie is, it's real in the business world, especially when it comes to filing your taxes, right? So the reasonable so that's one of the drawbacks. One of the drawbacks is the reasonable salary dilemma that you're going to face. Okay, so ultimately, another drawback is just more work, cost, and effort. Right, more work, cost, and effort to score $1,000 to $2,000 a year. Right, and then you got to start looking into the distribution is going to be more than $10,000. Kind of determine whether or not it's worth the effort to choose the S corp tax qualification. And then the other part is the whole reinvestment decisions that you're making as S corp. Right, investing in completely taking money out for distribution. Right, it's those fine lines. To me, it has to be so freaking obvious to do the S corp to even consider. It has to be so like the person looking at your stuff, you're sitting down together with your team and like, oh yeah, you definitely got it. S corp, right? Whether it be the income, how successful the business is or it's not, how long it's been going on, right? Like it will be right in your face. Yep, S corp. If you're still kind of back and forth, right? Then more than likely, again, it's not investment advice. You certainly want to do your own homework and due diligence. You certainly want to have a team and put your team together, okay, and talk this out and see what it looks like. Show them the papers, show them the numbers, okay. So, I mean, you could say for the S corp, for example. So, if you know you're going to make a lot of money, then that you want to take completely for distribution. Okay, completely, vast majority, 90+%. Then maybe the S corp is the right decision. If you wanted to reinvest that money into the company that year, right, then you're going to avoid a lot of the unnecessary income taxes. It's just regular LLC is paid to kind of go, right? Reinvest to the business, and that can be in terms of a lot of stuff, right? And that might be stuff that you're generally used to writing off for taxes. I'm not going to talk about the C corp. The C corp is really kind of another thing, really reinvestment strategy over a certain period for a number of years. That would be a C corp thing, but I think that's after a period of time and being very, very comfortable in your LLC, how it's working, how your business is going, know your projection, kind of gone, you've hurdled the 3-5 year hump as a business. Have a clear path, if you will, to what it's going to look like in this LLC, able to decide tax classification. Shane Miller says it's not for the impatient. Somebody's new in. Ian Wood is here. Oh, hi, Ian. How are you? Good to see you in the stream, my friend. Where are you checking in from, Ian? Elizabeth is in the building. Hey, miss. Ian Wood, where are you checking in, my friend? Appreciate you being here, hanging out with us tonight. Shane Miller's in the building. What's going on, Shane? XRP Harlem is here. I hear you, Crypto Don Juan. Same old trying to fill my badge. I hear that, brother. I hear that. Super chat. Jay Fretless, thank you for the $10 super chat, brother. I appreciate that big time. Just because. I appreciate that, man. Good to see you on the stream tonight, especially on Wealth Wednesday. Tip number 3, the state where you file your structure is equally important. It certainly is. Maxine Waters is here. Maxine Waters. Oh, I love that. My feet love CJ. What's going on, Maxine? Somebody else got some Tezos. Rob said he got some Tesla today as well, Elizabeth. Good for you. Good for you. So, in a nutshell, this was for XRP Gal, who asked that we cover the LLC course in particular. So, I wanted to just kind of go over that quickly with you guys and let you know that. So, one of the things to look at is really to kind of how to decide where you're going to go if you're going to choose to do that S Corp in terms of tax qualification, in addition to what the things that Deep Mind is saying, is whether or not you have sufficient profit to justify the S Corp. Elizabeth and VeChain XRP. Oh, you did some shop. You did some investing in your long-term future today. About that. Good for you, Elizabeth. So sufficient profit. So everything said and done, 10,000 more is a number of distribution that you might want to say, hey, yeah. And I would think on a consistent basis, there's ebbs and flows, there's ups and downs to business, right? So it's gonna, for me, that's 10,000 is on a consistent basis, like not just the first time you hit it type of deal, right? So if you intend to withdraw all profit from the company rather than investing. Yep, that might be something to consider to move forward as Corp. So if not, if you're not going to be, if you're not kind of in those kind of two situations, then the standard basic LLC probably the way to go. Again, not investment advice. You certainly want to do your own homework and do your own due diligence. Shane Miller says, new to your chat, bro. Enjoying the straight talk. Thank you, Shane. Appreciate that, brother. Don't make sure to subscribe to the channel if you're enjoying the hangout. Ring that notification bell. Hit the all. You know, when we do it live. We do this Wealth Wednesdays every single Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern time. 7 p.m. Eastern, where we talk generational wealth strategies. And like Deep Mind is saying, one of the more important things to do, put together yourself a team, a wealth team, if you will. A wealth advisor and or estate planner, tax person, an accountant, right? Maybe a private investment banker. Maybe the banker is an advisor, right? So these type of things. And one of the strategies, obviously, is for those of you who are looking to be in business for yourself, set up your LLC, get more control of your time and dollars. An LLC eventually is going to be something that you want to look into. But you know, one of the best things about an LLC is just, quite honestly, is asset protection. Thomas Robinson, is this the same Thomas Robinson from our Facebook business page? Thomas, is that the same one? I think it's the same. Is that you, bro? Elizabeth, Bitcoin's hopping with Tezos. Bitcoin hopping with Tezos blockchain? What do you mean by that, Elizabeth? I hadn't heard of such a thing. P. Joe, that's all right. Have a plan. Exactly. If you fail to plan, that is exactly right. Bitcoin hopping with Tezos blockchain. What's going on with that? I haven't heard anything about that. What's that about, Elizabeth? So that, guys, in a nutshell, is kind of a little bit about the LLC. If you want to, if you're looking into it and you want to kind of say, like, why the LLC? Why do so many people do the LLC? This is a great book to read. How to use limited liability companies and limited partnerships, getting the most out of your legal structures by Garrett Sutton. He's a dad guy, part of the Rich Dad team with Robert Kiyosaki. He's a Rich Dad advisor. Oh, you mean they're just both going up? Okay, got it. I thought she was saying something happened where they're working together now, some blockchains. So, and this is definitely a good one to read. I got just about halfway through it, and I had enough. You know, it was enough for me to say, you know, this is where we're going. This is what we're going to do. We're definitely moving forward. A little bump in the road in terms of single and multi, so we got to figure that out. But other than that, we're all good. Thank you all for the welcome and all up for wealth management. All right, Shane, that's great to hear, brother. We say on this channel all the time, it's don't tell us about your exit strategy. Tell us about your wealth strategy. One of our greatest fears in this channel is when moon, that we are not prepared, that the vast majority of people are not prepared. The vast majority of XRP hodlers are not prepared. And we started out Wealth Wednesdays with a book. It was called Strangers in Paradise by Jason Grubman. And it's a book that talks about sudden wealth, coming upon sudden wealth, and how to handle it, and kind of talks about the pitfalls. People who just aren't prepared and they lose it all. We certainly, that's the greatest fear here, is we don't want everyone, you know, to lose it all, to spend unwisely, to not have a team and not be prepared. Did Thomas, I appreciate you guys welcoming Thomas in. Did he respond? Yes. Oh, it is. What's going on, Thomas? What's good with you? I have to tell Miss Crypto Siege that you hopped on the channel, bro. Good to see you. Yes, it's me. Been paying attention for about a month now. Okay, cool. I appreciate that, Thomas. I appreciate you being here. Definitely appreciate you being here. In fact, me and Miss Crypto Siege were talking last week or so about getting back on our page. Now we have the team kind of squared up the way we needed it, from the belly to belly thing that we have been doing for the last, kind of getting back more into what we like doing, which is marketing. Appreciate you hanging out, bro. What's this say? S. Nomadic. How you doing, S. Nomadic? Yeah, obviously, absolutely. A trust to protect your assets is important as well, and that's what a wealth advisor is. A wealth team is about, helping you set that up. And I'm meeting with an estate attorney. As soon as we put the calendars together, we're gonna have a great conversation, right? And we're gonna start the vetting process with him and see if we can get comfortable with one another. See how that goes. I will definitely let you guys know. But this is the process that you kind of have to start, and it's in preparation. Really, truly is about being prepared for what is about to come for so many of them. That is, in fact, wealth and generational wealth, right? Because we're early, and it doesn't happen. It doesn't have to happen this bull run, right? We know that there's going to be another bull run, right? Because trust me when I tell you, we are so early to this game. This is not going to be our first and last bull run. Certainly not going to be our last bull run. For some people, this may be their first, but it's not going to be our last. They're going to be, I don't know, 2 or 3 of the kind of crazy bull runs, I believe, before this market kind of settles in. I truly believe at least 2 before this market like settles down, and volatility is an afterthought anymore. Right now, this market is all about its volatility. Eli says, dang, $31 for a book. LOL. Yeah. Was it $31? I don't even know, man. Mine wasn't $31. It says $19.95 US. Which book was $31, Eli? Was Killing Sacred Cows $30? I don't even remember. I don't even. Yeah, I mean, yeah. When I get when I want the book, I go get it. But which book is $31, man? Check out the link. Which book is which link? XRP Joe says we are in for a long road of learning and sharpening our wealth management skills. Absolutely, and it's an ongoing thing. It never ends. Never ends. It really doesn't. I'm glad to have people like Deep Mind, that I can turn to and ask some questions and get feedback, because this is a journey. We're all learning it together. The idea, for Wealth Wednesdays was to learn together and to get into wealth consciousness. To start acting and thinking like an institution, a financial institution, start being prepared for our wealth management, and start acting like, and thinking like, talking like, being prepared, right? Yeah, make sure the name you choose for your entity is legally available. Yeah, and I mean, and obviously when you tip number 5 from Deep Mind, thank you. All of these things are so important, and got to get that team, especially the attorneys, right? For me, once we decide to go that route, it was just a matter of making a phone call and the partnership and LLC book. Really? Oh well, I don't know why I got mine for $19.95. Hey, baby girl, because mine says $19.95 on the back of it. Now I don't know if that was a Rich Dad partnership price or what. Man, $31. Yeah, mine says $19.95. So this what does this link on Amazon say? Let's see. What is he popular right now? Mine's at $19.95. Oh, Killing Sacred Cows. That says $17.99. Killing Sacred Cows on Amazon. 35 used from $6.95. Yeah, so we started out, Shane, with Strangers in Paradise by Jason Grubman. Now we're reading Killing Sacred Cows by Garrett Gunderson, and I liken him to a kind of an up and coming, if you will, with his own style, Rich Dad Poor Dad guy, Robert Kiyosaki guy, with his own style. He has his own style to him, okay, but it's essentially the same principles, and it's good stuff. It really is good stuff. Let me see what this one is. Wow, paperback 31. Yeah, I don't know. I must have got a different one because the one I got is 1995. Oh yeah, yeah. It's you're on a. I think you're on a different one. Success DNA. Yeah, you're on a different one, Eli. The one I'm talking about is after if you go down on the page and you go down to the left, you'll see it how to use limited light and LPs. This one here, yeah, this one here is like $10.99. That's the one I use. Wait a minute, paperback, textbook, paperback. Yeah, $14.59. Gotcha. So that's what the issue was. It's not the right one. It's the title's the same, but it's a different book, and I guess maybe different people publish it. And, it's. But I'm on one that says like what $15. Yeah, and for me, when I know I need to get it, I don't really shop around that much. I definitely snatch it up. Wealth wouldn't ruin me. It would be nice to wake up one day and be financially free. I work hard to provide for my family, work to live, work to live, not live to work. Exactly. Yeah, that's exactly right. I am definitely in the camp of being in control of my own time and my own money. Cool. It's definitely a cool spot to be. And I want that for all of us and being in control of your time. And it's funny, that doesn't mean that you don't if you enjoy what you do, you stop doing it. It's having that option though, that if you don't enjoy, have another option. Guys, you guys are killing it, man. And chat, I appreciate that big time. So that's what the deal was. It was a different book, same title, Eli, but it was a different book. Same author and everything. So I don't know if that's what a publishing thing or what that. But yeah, so we're reading Killing Sacred Cows right now. It's a great read. I got two more books in. Um, I'm really enjoying this, and yeah, I do read multiple books at a time. But I gotta tell you, I am definitely loving Fake by Robert Kiyosaki. Uh, Fake Money, Fake Teachers, and Fake Assets. It's really like this dude. All he did was freaking talking to a recorder. It sounds like they just transcribed him talking. But in either case, it is a great learning experience to go through that book without question. Deep Mind definitely appreciates you sharing your tips, brother. Guys, Deep Mind knows. That's without question. Oh, that's a good idea, Win Mullet. That's a good idea. A separate playlist, huh? Thank you, Win Mullet. I will definitely do that. Mullet says at Crypto Seas, can you put Wealth Wednesday videos in a list on your channel so we can find them more easily? That's a great idea. Oh, look at Eli. Eli right there saying that's a good idea. It is a great idea. Thank you, man. Thank you, Win Mullet. Absolutely, I can definitely do that. Eli says tip number 7: listen to Deep Mind, or you will get screwed. LOL. That is for sure. Oh, that's funny. What was tip number 6? That's funny. Don't be stupid and spend your money right away buying a Lambo when you get wealthy. Yeah, that is without question, man. And another reason why we have the Wealth Wednesday. Jay Fretlands, thanks again, my friend, for the super chat. I appreciate that. That is the thing, right? It's you know, I'm thinking about it, but I'm still thinking about. I haven't done it yet. Throwing out a challenge. Like who can be disciplined? Who can limit those spends, the first spends? Who can limit it? Who can limit big major purchases to? There's a difference between buying investment property and buying a Lambo, right? There's a big difference. I already told Miss Crypto Siege the first thing we're gonna invest in is in education. Like the first thing we're gonna invest in education on how to create another income stream, how to create another source of cash flow. That's what we're gonna invest. That's gonna be the first investment. And it don't even matter if it's only a $2,000 or $3,000 investment. It's important that from up here, from a wealth consciousness, wealth management perspective, that you're investing in yourself, assets and cash flow first. So I already said, we already know what it's going to be. We already know it's education. We already know it's about how we create another income. We already know what it's going to be. That's going to be like the first investment, right? First, we're going to give to the church. Next thing, that. Absolutely. Invest in ourselves. Absolutely. That is what we're going to do. So I get it. I like nice cars also. I really do. Really do. I like the Porsche Portofino. Did I just say that? I like the Ferrari Portofino. Love the Porsche. I love the Cayman. I like the Cayman S. I like the freaking Carrera 4S. I love Porsche. That's certainly not going to be the first thing, right? This generational wealth is an opportunity to just put together these. First of all, it's an opportunity to give. Second of all, it's an opportunity to create cash flow. And in doing so, you can add value to other people's lives. That's just a cool thing to be. Cool place to be. Jet Digital is here. What's going on? See you. Here we are on another fine crypto day. That is so true. How to make millions in the next crash? Where's that? Paul Bogo's in the building. What's going on, my friend? Buy XRP, Bitcoin Cash, Link, Stellar, and VeChain. Rest is history. How about that, Paul? Good to see you. Eli says, I can see Siege being that man wearing glasses next to a fireplace, reading a book to his audience, saying, so you want to be wealthy like me? Let me tell you my story. Yeah, Eli. About that. I appreciate that. Definitely looking forward to that. The whole picture or album above the fireplace, the man on the fireplace type of deal has always been a dream to be that one who changed the legacy of our families, created that generational wealth. It's always been a thing of mine. So blessed that we're in this space early as early adopters and able to create that. It's a cool deal. Doesn't mean that every digital asset is going to win. That's certainly not going to be the case. But we're blessed to be in a spot that we know about the greatest digital asset ever created. And we have an opportunity to not only hold the asset, but also invest in the protocol behind the asset. And that's never been done in the history of finances. Where you and I, the average Joe and Jane, the truck driver, bank teller, the pizza delivery guy, right? The mailman or woman can invest equally in a level playing field, if you will, in this new asset class that is the digital asset space. It's never been done, never been able to be, never. We always had to wait for the sloppy seconds of not the protocol, but the company that builds on the protocol. We weren't able to invest in the protocol. We were only able to invest the companies, and we only got the sloppy seconds and thirds. We weren't, because we weren't quote unquote accredited investors. It's funny. I was listening to my business partner. He was saying he's a private equity investor, and he's been one for forever, right? And I'm like, huh, isn't that interesting? I can't wait to have a talk. I can't wait to have a one-on-one talk. I resent the link. What, Elizabeth? Are you posting a link in the chat, or are you sending that somewhere else? Twitter? What are you doing? Forgive me. Where are you sending that link? XRP Carolina, so good to see you in the stream, brother. Long time, my friend. Eli said, didn't know it was a dream of yours. Just saw it in my head. LOL. Well, it'll be very soon, my brother, for all of us. It will indeed. We will make history where our future generations will not have to struggle like us. And that's the chance that we have. And it's really, really an exciting opportunity. And that's why I say when it comes to generational wealth, what's 3, 4, 5 years at an opportunity to be able to do that? One day we're going to be laughing so hard about these prices. I mean, we're going to be laughing so hard about these prices. Just imagine that you and I have the same buying investment opportunity as an accredited investor, as a wealthy person out there. We have access. What I mean by that is we have access. We've never, ever had this access before. And not in addition to that, not only having access, when in the history of finances have we been able to educate ourselves, learn together, grow together, strengthen our resolve together? Prior to this, we had to go out there and you were on your own trying to figure things out, right? Not the case today, right? Not the case today. Elizabeth, where did you post it in the chat? Okay, let me see. Oh, I know what it is. Yeah, you have to be a mod to be able to post in that chat. What were you posting about, Elizabeth? You have to be a mod on the channel to be able to post a link. That's why it's probably not showing. Jet Digital says, we will be the decision makers of the future. I'm so excited. Lots of great projects catching steam, some not so. LOL. Yeah, and that's the great thing, man. That's the great thing is that we're so early in this game. We can look at different things. We can evaluate. Yeah, send it to me on Twitter. Just DM me on Twitter, Elizabeth. DM me. Is it DM me? I think it's DM. We're so early to this game. We can pick the projects. We can go through them together. We know that here's the thing. We're so early in the game. We right. We have an opportunity at the next XRP. Not only do we have an opportunity for XRP and Link or a Kava, perhaps even Solo. Not only do we have an opportunity for things like that, Celsius, or I firmly believe first mover advantage on platforms like Celsius and Kava is going to be massive, especially when you talk about income, residual income coming in. Massive. And so not only do we have those opportunities, what about that next XRP in its own lane doing its own thing? First movers advantage in its space with real live use cases like VeChain. What about that? We're still early in the game. We still have those opportunities, right? We still have those opportunities. So I mean, it's a real blessing. It really is. That's right. Starting to make it. Exactly right. You know, it's an exciting time to be in this digital asset space. And Wealth Wednesdays is about us learning and growing together, different strategies, right? Encouraging one another, right? Like I can't wait to share how my calls have gone with talking with estate planners and wealth advisors and sharing with the community how that goes, what that looks like. Did I ask all the right questions? Did I stop short on a question? You know, I'm really curious about the responses. Right, so it's going to be a good one. This is going to be an interesting one too. I can tell you that. I'm really looking forward to that conversation. I'm really looking forward to that. So we're excited about it. It was wrapped. It was about wrapped. Oh, okay, wrapped Bitcoin. Yeah, I've heard about that. I've heard about wrapped Bitcoin on Tesla. Okay, yeah, yeah. I've heard about this wrap thing. It's like three different things out there that are like quote unquote or are likened to wrapped Bitcoin, Elizabeth. No, it's a couple. There's at least I'm going to say at least three that they're trying to, they call it wrap Bitcoins, or these where Bitcoin is on a blockchain where it can actually scale. And so it's a different form, if you will, where it's going to be able to scale. And I've heard about those. Absolutely. Eli says, bro, XRP is going to be the driving force in this market once it kicks, man. Absolutely. I agree 1,000%. It's just a matter of when. It's just a matter of when. It's on Yahoo Finance. Cool. That's right, Deep Mind. But deep. I didn't want to say that, Deep Mind, but you're right. XRP can already wrap BT. This is exactly right. And I just think it's a matter of when. Because listen, first movers advantage is a real deal. Ripple has it. Now you can't have first movers advantage and then have, third area, a third area or third area project, right? You can't, it's not even secondary, it's third area. First movers advantage. If you got third best and you got first movers advantage, it's just only a matter of time before you're not going to be the one. Right? You're going to be done. But when you got first movers advantage and you have the number one project, blockchain technology, first movers advantage and the number one technology, huge thing. And what I mean by first movers advantage is Ripple was the first company in the digital asset space to take it the regulatory compliant way with quality technology. With quality technology. They were the first ones to do that. And it just happens to be that quality of technology is the best out there. Because those boys were around in the days of Bitcoin. And they sat around and said, you know what? I think I can make a better version. I've checked out the flaws and the weaknesses in this blockchain technology. Okay. And we can make a better one. And that's what they did. Not only did they do that, they made a decision to gift the ILP to the W3C and work alongside, if you will. And it may have been after their doors were knocked down. Who knows? It may have been after regulators came knocking on the door. Who knows? But the point is they were the first to take the route of working with regulation, working with the regulators, with the best technology market. They were the first ones to do it. And that's a huge advantage. That's right. The CEO 5 years ago, he would be considered a digital asset enterprise software subject matter expert. Yeah, I can believe. And that's the thing that it gives me so much confidence in Ripple is that those guys were around. A lot of people keep sleeping on, the Ethan Birds and David Schwartz of the world. Evan Schwartz, not related. Those dudes were around. What's his name? Roger Ver. They were around in the early days of Bitcoin. They were around doing their thing. I mean, goodness gracious. David Schwartz has a blockchain technology patent from I want to say 88. It might be 90. forget which one. 1988 or 98, I forget which one. From a ways ago. So we're just in a really cool spot. That guy is on our side. That guy is about doing whatever he can to make the XRP ledger better, make it the best ever. Well, the whole rap thing, me personally, I've never paid much attention to it because I think ultimately, Elizabeth, to be honest, that the ledger is just going to be the one. What is, it's gonna be interesting to see Tezos doing their thing. I have to read more on this. I have to read more on that, Elizabeth, to give you kind of an honest answer. But I just think that the ultimate ledgers, if you will, blockchains, ILP, is going to be the interledger protocol and the XRPL ledger. That not that it can't coexist in other places, but if Kava's doing their thing on the XRPL, I don't think just a blockchain that can compete or hang out with ILP and the XRPL ledger. That's the thing. I think there's anything can compete with it, and whether that looks like that's going to be in a DeFi space. That's a great space. Really, really is. It's a great space. I wouldn't put the Tezos blockchain. I wouldn't put any blockchain up against what the ledger can. And so any DeFi platform that's using the ledger, I think is going to win ultimately. $1988. Thank you, Win Mullet. So it was 88. Elizabeth, you just said I just started my bag today. You just started your bag of what? Yeah, I got a little bit of that. I have some Tezos. But ultimately, I just think those two blockchains. I think the ILP and XRPR ledger and what it represents are just the home runs. Whether it be, for every Google there's a Yahoo, for every McDonald's there's a Burger King. So I get that, I really do. So I would, who knows what that's going to look like in the future with RAT BTC. If it succeeds, I'm cool because I like Tezos. There's a lot of money behind Tezos. Really is a lot of money behind Tezos. Now that I'm very, very comfortable in the XRP holdings, I did diversify, got like 5 or 6 other different things. Then I rechanged my goal, XRP. Now I got a major goal. Probably gonna hit that goal. I mean, a major goal, major milestone. Middle of this month, middle of April, we'll hit that, and it's a major one. Staking coins is going to be the way to go, Jet Digital. I mean, that's the future. Staking coins and this passive income that can be earned. Again, shout out to the people from the Celsius Network and Alice Mashinsky actually partner with Chainlink. Yeah, I am absolutely excited about that. That was great news to hear that. They're just improving the platform. That's so true, with Mullet. So true. But we hit this milestone. We hit this milestone with the XRP. This is just not going to be a need anymore. When we hit it, just won't. You know, it's a lot of, it's so funny about this whole diversify, not diversify thing. It's a real challenge. And it's only a challenge because of the timing of XRP. That's it. That's the only one. Because certainly you can, you know, cash out on some other stuff, right? During this bull run while, you know, while they're figuring out when they're going to let XRP do its thing. Eli says, when we get this government check buying out more XRP and some V chain. Yeah, I forgot about that. With that check thing too. That's another one. That's another one. Yeah, guys, do me a favor, hit the like and subscribe if you haven't had a chance to do already. Wealth Wednesdays, Generational Wealth Wednesday. We talked about the LLCs and the S Corp tax classification. And, you know, sometime in, who knows, in the near future, perhaps you'll be looking into an LLC, especially when it comes to asset protection. There's some great things that you can do there, some good strategies as well. Only holding 5 coins for long-term bags. Deep Mind says 5. Good for you, bro. Good for you. That's outstanding. I again, I got some Tezos and some Algo and some Atom. Obviously VeChain. But I did sell some TNT and some RCN and some 0x and some other. That when I saw that XRP get down to like 10 cents, 10.5 cents. Oh yeah, absolutely. Tezos is going to be massive. I mean, they got a lot of money behind Tezos. I mean, a lot of money, a lot of money behind it. It's just, you know, it's one of those things where, you know, it's a quality project, right? And so you want to have a portfolio of quality projects. You want to kind of split it up, you know, 60, 30, 10, whatever, you know, quality, you know, medium, and then, you know, kind of, you know, hoping for that big home run type of thing. So it might be 60, 30, and then 10%. It might be 65, 30, and 5%. Eli, 8 total, 4 long term, right? It's just kind of like that Warren Buffett that he said. I love what he said one time, and I think someone in the channel might have shared it. He said it's better to just have 3 of the most amazing, they just not going to lose type things rather than having 20 or 50 other things. That's what he said. And in the digital asset space, that 3 really is, you know, quite honestly, it's between 5 and 8. The digital asset space, that's the 3 in the traditional market. So in the digital asset space, it's a, you know, that 3 that Warren Buffett talks about is about 5 to 8 in the digital asset space. It really, really is. Because how many projects do you think is going to be? You know what I mean? So if you're in that 5 to 8 range, and you know these are some, you know, you get, like Eli says, 8 total, 4 for the long haul. Right. And I, you know, for me, you know, right now I have 2 that I know, well, 3 are for the long haul, right? So Ethereum, XRP, VeChain. I have 3 long-term, no doubt in my mind, right? Especially Ethereum now, because they're looking to do more things with the ledger. Are you kidding me? So that's it. Those are my 3 right now. Long term, I'm gonna give Hedera Hashgraph some time, see how it kind of goes. Gonna give Hollow Chain some time, kind of see how that goes, because it may or may not make it. It could be a great idea, and the timing might be wrong, right? You know, it could be early, it could be, you know, it's too advanced, it's too far ahead. You never know. You just never know. Great thing is we have time, but for certain, for me, it's listen. Ethereum is just going to win. Look, it's going, you know, we can talk Ethereum killers. We can talk EOS and Cardano. You know what I mean? We could talk Ethereum killers. But until then, Ethereum's going to, my humble opinion. Certainly don't take my advice from me. Do your own homework, do your own due diligence. What is going on? What is going on? Somebody said something about NetSense. What did I say? That YouTube biggest douche. Supposedly, NetSense is going to be used for stimulus. Yeah, I saw that article. We covered that article on the channel. YouTube biggest douche. Definitely want to check that one out. Deep Mind says I may pick up a small bag looking good currently at what is looking good, Deep Mind? Do they have a token? Oh, I guess they do have their own crypto. NetSense, where is Deep Mind, where is NetSense? See something. Hold on, guys. Get ready to wrap up here, but I want to. Uh-oh. Where is NetSense trading, Deep Mind? I'm not getting anything here. Oh, the stock of the company. Okay, gotcha. Really? Oh, look at Deep Mind. So it was a stock. It was nearly $5 before the dump. It's 40 cents now. The Celsius or Kava Link ACH accounts. I've been waiting on a debit card forever, man. Celsius. I don't know if they do or not, to be honest with you. I know they have a credit card or bank card there that you can use on Celsius. TJ Jackson. That I do know. It's pricey when it comes in terms of buying stuff. Are you trying to buy on there, TJ Jackson, or are you just trying to put your assets on there? I wouldn't recommend buying Celsius. They don't have the best partnership yet when it comes to purchasing. But in terms of putting your assets and earning interest on your assets, that's a whole different thing, my friend. I'm a big fan of the Celsius network. Of course, you want to do your own homework, do your own due diligence about Celsius network, but that's where I stand. Vandals World. I'm sure that's short for world. My long-term XRP instead of lumens. How about that, man? Good to see you in the stream, my friend. Stocks could go through the roof if they begin to be used for this stimulus. People will use it long term. Yeah, absolutely. Deep Mind said he almost got a bag. Did he say he did get the bag? Almost. He did get some. Got some of that. All right. Deep Mind got him some. Right, guys. Elizabeth says she got some BTCH, some XRP, Stellar Lumens, some VeChain, and some Tezos. How about that? It's the Amazon for currency. Okay. I did a couple of videos on NetSense, my YouTube biggest. I did a couple of videos. Definitely want to check that out. Sub to the channel if you haven't had a chance to do that already, brother. Ring the bell, hit that notification if you're enjoying the hangout. Yeah, we did 2 videos on that and a live stream on NetSense. Absolutely. All right, guys, listen, I'm going to wrap this video up, wipe up the stream. And thank you so much for hanging out. It's been a great hangout on Generational Wealth Wednesday. Oh, so you've still been doing some research. Okay. Yeah, yeah. Thank you, Who Let the Bulls. I'm going to wrap up the stream like I do all my streams. Again, what a cool time to hang out today. Again, guys, I hope you understand that you're early adopters in this new asset class. And so, which is the digital asset space. So I hope this is a heads up and shoulders back moment for you. I really do. I hope that you're considering to think and act like a financial institution and learn how to earn money on your money. Definitely check out the Celsius network. It's a link in the description of all my videos. Earn some interest on your assets. Earn some money on your assets like the wealthy do. All right, guys, listen, I'm going to wrap up this video like I do all of my videos and remind you of this. Old money doesn't want you to win. They don't want us to win. They would rather us remain a cog in their perpetual wheel of trading our time for dollars. They don't want us to play in the same playground that they play in. where we allow our money to work for us. This is our chance to win, guys. The digital asset space is our chance to win. We are in the midst of the greatest transfer of wealth history of man. Are you participating, or are you standing on the sidelines? Here's what I do know, that the battle for you has already been fought, and the victory is yours. Go get it. I'll talk to you soon, guys. See ya. Bye.